this video, we're going to talk about using unit analysis or dimensional analysis as a problem-solving technique. So let's look at number 7. A paint mixture contains 16 gallons of base for every 1 gallon of color. You may not have seen that notation before, but this is called a ratio here. That's what that colon is. I could also write it as a fraction. Then I want to know how many gallons of color are in 340 gallons of paint. So the first thing I have to do is I have to change this up to say that I don't want to just compare gallons of base to gallons of color. I want total gallons of paint. So the total gallons of paint is going to be a mixture of the gallons of base plus the gallons of color. So let's figure that out right now. That we need that there are 16 plus 1 gallons of paint, and in that there's 1 gallon of color. So my proportion here, or my ratio, is 17 gallons of paint contains 1 gallon of color. I need that because that's what I am being asked about. Here's my question right here, and it's asking about gallons of color and total gallons of paint. So I have 340 gallons of paint. I need to multiply that times the conversion factor here that I just found, and I have 17 gallons of paint on the bottom because I want gallons of paint to cancel, and I have 1 gallon of color on top. Gallons of paint will cancel with gallons of paint. You can use your calculator here if you need to, but 17 goes into 34 2 times, so 17 goes into 340 20 times. 20 times 1 is 20. There's going to be 20 gallons of color. Let's look at number 8. Your car gets 33 miles per gallon of gasoline. You drive an average speed of 44 miles per hour. How much gas do you use in an hour? So we're going to go 44 miles per hour times, and I want to write this conversion factor so that miles cancel out with miles. So there's 33 miles on the bottom and 1 gallon gas on top. Miles will cancel. 11 goes into there 3 times. 11 goes into there 4 times. Remember, this is 44 over 1. So 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. My units that I'm left with are what I desired, gallons of gas per hour. And our instructions told us to round to 2 decimal places as needed, not to leave fractional answers. Use our calculator. We're going to round this to 2 decimal places. This is a bunch of 3s repeating, right? And we want to round it to this decimal point. So we're going to look at this place value to decide that that is less than 5. So we're going to round down to say that it's gallons of gas per hour. Okay. Let's look at number 9. Suppose water flows from a shower at a rate of 32 hundredths of a cubic foot per minute. And we want to take a 12-minute shower. We want to see how many cubic feet of water we would use to do that. So it's going to be 3.84 cubic feet. And this is for the shower, right? We're going to compare that to how much we would use to fill the bathtub. The bathtub is 0.4 cubic yards. And we know that 1 yard is 3 feet. And because this is to the 3rd power, we need to do that conversion factor 3 times. So that we have 1, 2, 3 yards to the 3rd, cancels out with yards to the 3rd. We end up with 0.4 times 27 cubic feet. 27, 0.4, 8, 10. There we go. 10.8 cubic feet. And this is the bathtub. And we're going to use less water taking a shower than taking a bath. So it asks us by how much exactly. So we use, let's take 10.8 minus 3.84. I'm going to put a 0 there. And borrow 6. Borrow is 9. We use 6.96 cubic feet less, let's say, of water. Less taking a shower. So there's our answer to that problem. So we had to make a common unit to be able to compare them. So I got everything into cubic feet. And now an acre is exactly equal to 43,560 square feet. And 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. So we're being given those two conversion factors here. The farm has the shape of a rectangle, and its dimensions are 0.9 miles by 1.5 miles. What is the area of the farm in acres? Let's find its area right now in square miles. So let's take 1.5 times 0.9. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 plus 4 is 13. We've got 2 decimal places here. So this is 1.35 square miles. And now I want to change square miles to square feet. So 1.35 square miles times each mile is going to be 5,280 feet. I'm going to have to do that here twice. And this is going to require the use of a calculator for me. Pull that up here. $1.35 times 5,280 times 5,280 is 376,35840. This is square feet. Now I want to change square feet to acres. So we have 43,560 square feet in 1 acre. So I'm going to take this number that I just got and divide it by 43,560. And that gets rid of my square feet and leaves me with 864 acres. That's it for this video. Come back next time and we'll talk about unit conversion.